Well, good morning, everyone. Pastor Corey Rowland here with Yorksville First, Pleasant Grove, and Tippecanoe United Methodist Church. I was out here in my grandmother's forest, and as you can see, she has a bunch of trees in her woods, as often woods do, and it reminded me of a verse in the book of Amos. And in Amos 2:9, God is saying, "Yet I destroyed the Amorites before them, whose height was like the height of the cedars. And he was as strong as the oaks. Yet I destroyed his fruits from above and his roots from below." And so what God is saying here is he's telling Israel about his mighty works. And he's talking about the Amorites. And he's saying these Amorites, they were as tall as cedars. A cedar tree was a very tall tree. As you can see, these aren't cedars, but they're pretty tall trees, much taller than I am. And God is saying they were as tall as cedars and as strong as the oaks. An oak tree is one of the strongest trees around. In fact, the oak trees are one of the trees that no matter how powerful the wind is, it seems like nothing brings them down. And that's what God is saying. He's saying these Amorites, they were as tall as cedars. They were as strong as oaks. Yet God was more powerful. Yet God carried out his judgment upon them, and yet God destroyed them. And let's use that to comfort us in our own life. Not necessarily that God destroyed a whole bunch of evil people, but that God was strong enough to carry out his judgment. That God was strong enough to remove the enemy nations from before Israel. And so if God is strong enough to take out a people who are as strong as oaks, who are as tall as cedars, then he is definitely strong enough to help you out. That no matter what problem you are facing, he is stronger than them. That he will carry out his will, even if it seems impossible for us. You know, it would be impossible for me to say, I'm going to remove this oak tree. I'm going to push it down with my might. It won't stand in my way. That would be impossible for me. But with God, it is possible. People as strong as oaks and as tall as cedars are nothing before him. And so if he's helped Israel defeat their enemies, then he will help you and I with whatever we are going through. So take comfort in that today. Amen.